Live from the basement of the Science Building inside the Donald Trump Pole Dancing Institute in beautiful downtown Auburn, California. It's Cocktails with Heather, starring Heather Diane, Papaya Fizzy Bubbler. The Fizzy Bubbler.
Oh, yo.
Fizzy Bubbler.
Hey.
And me, Mike Sala. On today's show, dressing for success. Our fetish of the day, hot schoolgirls and Asians. They were Asians. Dear Miss Heather, of course. Poor decisions. And finally, we read from the book of the lubricated aunt. Plus, our drinks of the day. Or drink of the day. Not drinks. But apparently we're all drinking. So. Let the shenanigans begin again.
Cocktails in. Fizzy bubble. Ugh. Are you drinking Red Bull and wine? Maybe.
Oh. Ask her again.
Are you drinking Red Bull and wine?
We'll get to that.
Was that turned off the whole fucking time?
Hers was.
Yeah. No sound for you.
Fizzy bubbler.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Dear Miss Heather.
Okay.
My significant other insists that pajama pants are for the devil,
Okay.
thinking that they are only for sleeping in or putzing around the house and that pants should be worn outside anywhere. That is until I pointed out a sushi chef wearing sweatpants, and it was insisted upon that sweatpants and pajama pants, quote, aren't the same things, and that no one should be wearing pajama pants outside for anything because you get the weirdness of the day on them. I'm paraphrasing here. And that if you go into a store like a pharmacy or something, then you take all that crap that's in the store and it gets in your pants, and then you go home and you lie in bed or whatever and you bring that icky with you wherever you go, and that pajama pants aren't to be worn outside of your dwelling. I think that is some very deep thinking on wearing pajama pants because I don't want to put on jeans. I'm fucking lazy. So the question is it dumb to wear pajama pants when doing things like shopping or getting gas or picking up your kids from school or going to work? You know, everyday things.
Mike?
Yes.
Do we need to have a pajama pant intervention
We
with
may
you?
have to.
Well, no, leave him alone because those pants are for Geely.
Yes, they are. These ones are at least.
So, in case you guys, those listeners at home don't know,
This was an actual conversation that I had with the...
Michael wears an inordinate amount of pajama pants.
I love them, but I wear them for two reasons. One of them, they're fucking comfortable. The other one is because of my psoriasis, because the jeans rub against my shit and
irritate. They chafe.
Yeah,
They chafe.
I get chafed.
You know, here's the thing, and it is deep thinking on the part of pajama pants. The first thing I'm going to say is I think pajama pants in bed are often the devil because I don't like to wear pants to bed. Now, the exception to this is when it's like super, super cold. I will say that I think that there's something to that every day outside around the house. I don't know if just like walking around the store you would get that, but if you sit on like a dirty chair and then you go lay in bed, that stuff's getting in the bed too. That's like how you shouldn't put your shoes on shit type of thing.
See, I disagree with the shoes too.
But if you're just like chilling around, like that's not a big deal. If you drive only in your own car, maybe, and you go pick up kids, it's probably not a big deal. But you wear jeans and then you come home and sit on the couch with the jeans.
That's
I wouldn't
my
necessarily wear jeans to bed though. I don't know. The bed to me is a little bit different. I keep a lot of shit
sacred
out of the bed, except for food. I really like to eat.
I got a pair of Cartman's pajama pants that I wear when it starts to get cold, and my problem with wearing those to bed, even though they're very comfortable, is they always ride up to my knee every single time, and it's fucking annoying.
It's because you got thick thighs.
Something shit and
thick.
Shrinkage.
You know, my opinion on pajama pants used to be, not anymore, but it used to be that if you're out in public wearing those, you're a lazy piece of shit and you have no ambitions, blah 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 blah.
Well, I kept that part out of the conversation, but yes, that's pretty much what she said too.
But now,
like,
I look at things differently. And look, there's some people that you can tell that wear pajama pants out in public that are just the fucking dregs of society or whatever you call them.
Right.
They're just ghetto trash.
What are
right?
you saying?
Some,
You saying I'm ghetto trash?
But well, a lot of people I see wearing it.
You.
A lot of people I see wearing them. You can just tell that they're just being comfortable because they're just running regular errands and shit like that. You know what? If you're fucking comfortable, who gives a shit what anyone thinks? Go be fucking comfortable. It's not like you're going for a job interview.
I wear leggings.
I think
sometimes.
Isn't it the same?
I mean, I would think so, but like they're like a one color. They're not like printed with the Christmas story. Maybe that's the difference.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's
I have
wearing a hamburger T-shirt.
I mean, I have Scottish tartan pajama pants,
Yeah.
which I want to turn into shorts.
You know, there's
Pajama shorts.
there's things I haven't thought about
I
until
might wear pajama shorts out. That's totally different. That's.
there's things I
Yeah.
I mean, I would wear them out, but I probably wouldn't also wear them to bed. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like, I wouldn't wear my leggings necessarily to bed. I just don't wear pant to bed.
Right.
I don't like pant.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'll put on pants. Like when I go see her, I put pants on for the most part, unless it's really late. Like
Yeah.
I'm driving up Friday, and it's fucking 9 o'clock at night. I ain't putting pants on.
But do you go to breakfast the next day with pajama pant, and that's where her issue
No,
is?
no. But I will wear them.
Okay.
Like I'll go out and do shit and
In the pajama pant.
yeah. Now we went to sushi because she wanted soup, and there's a ramen noodle soup down by her house.
Mm-hmm.
And that place sucks. It's just awful. And usually ramen noodle soup places aren't that bad. So we went over to the sushi place and had udon noodle soup.
Yeah.
God damn, it's so good. I forgot how much I love that shit. And then one of the chefs is wearing sweatpants with pockets in it. And I was like, you got to see this. He's wearing sweatpants. She goes, it's not the same. It's not the same argument. He's wearing sweatpants. He may have just changed them. I was like, he literally just walked from behind the fucking bar after he was working wearing sweatpants.
And people wear sweatpants all the time.
How many
too.
judges wear fucking boxers underneath their robes?
How many judges don't wear anything underneath their
Yeah,
robes?
oh yeah, party time. Yeah,
It's like a legal kilt.
long arm of the law.
And here's the thing. I think it's just maybe the look and or the print. Because when you see sweatpants, normally they're not, looking like pajama pants. They don't have something tacky on them or something like that. They're just like sweatpants.
Right.
But here's my thing now that I'm thinking about it, because I would almost err to the side of, pajama pants is a little fucking ridiculous for everyday things. But chicks now, not me, I have one pair like this and I don't really wear it anywhere, wear leggings with all kinds of crazy weird bullshit all over them, tacky ass stuff, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay to wear.
Juicy. You like
Have you
juicy on
tried
the ass?
maybe instead of pajama pants, have you tried like a legging or a tights?
No.
Maybe you should try that. And then that way you could be like, hey, the ladies do it. There's like, I forget the name
I
of
don't
the
want to
brand,
fucking see him wearing that.
but they've got all kinds of patterns
Yeah,
on these leggings.
When we
Weird
went to
shit.
sushi, one of the girls was wearing tight like yoga pants or exercise spandex thing
Yeah.
with like a swan or a dove or some shit on it.
Yeah.
Good sized on the side of her pants or whatever you want to call them.
People wear those out everywhere.
I'm like, that's acceptable. It's okay to wear extremely tight fucking what are they called? The specialized ones. They actually have a name to them, but I
they're
can't remember.
Leggings, aren't they? They're just leggings.
Yeah, but there's a specialized name for the leggings. I can't remember what the actual name for the leggings are, and they're for exercising and whatever else, and they're super tight. And I mean, there's women wearing all over
Yoga
the place.
pants.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, it's yoga pants.
But they're
brand name. You're looking
yeah,
for
there's
the brand
a
name.
brand name yoga pants.
I think isn't there one that they call like Lululemon, but it
That's
doesn't look
it.
like that when you spell it.
Lululemon.
But it looks like Lulamon or something like that, but they call it Lululemon or
There it is.
yeah.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's completely acceptable for people to wear Lululemon. I'm not saying that she does, but she wears leggings underneath a dress and whatever else.
Yeah.
But like, come on.
Oh yeah.
Joe's all about it.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Here
See,
we
that's what I'm
go.
saying. Maybe you should get a pair of those. I bet those
Lubricated
are
and
comfortable
let's
too.
go.
They wouldn't shave. And then you can be like, look, I'm wearing leggings just like everybody else.
Get my junk all just chubbed up and
Hey.
just walk around.
Well,
It's
your
like, look at this
sweatshirts are
shit.
long enough.
Okay. You know how like we've all been conditioned to believe certain things are normal,
No.
such as breakfast. Oh, you have breakfast, you got to have eggs and bacon and shit, right?
No.
Or pink is only for girls and blue is for boys and
No.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
No. Literally, my fucking high school senior portrait has me wearing pink.
Well, it was the
I'm
80s.
talking about the way that we're told that things are supposed to be.
Okay.
Okay, when it comes to these pants, they say, oh, hey, only lazy people wear their shit out in public. Well, maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you just don't feel like you need to get fucking dressed up to go do simple things.
Yeah. Maybe you're a self-made billionaire and you're just walking around looking like trash because fuck everybody else.
Yeah, Richard Branson, that shit. He don't fucking shave. Have you seen that guy?
So I have
Yeah.
another question for you. Have you guys? When's the last time that any of you have been to Nevada City, not Grass Valley, Nevada City?
It's been, oh God, I was up there not too long ago. But I don't think we went to any bars or anything. But we did walk the streets, and there's always interesting people.
Yeah,
The last time I was like out in there was probably almost 3 years ago.
If I've ever been to Nevada City, it was on a fucking dealer trade. Otherwise, I've never been there.
I don't even think
It's
there's a
pretty
dealership
interesting.
Yeah, so I might have gone through there on a maybe a customer
Are
delivery.
you trying
or
to
something.
compare your pajama pants to the shit people wear up there?
there. No, but I'm going
Because
to tell you about Stepford,
Because that would be fair.
the Stepford couple that walked in. So we were okay. So you're not allowed to smoke outside in Nevada City
Really?
at
With all the
all,
pot smoking people do up there?
but you're allowed to smoke pot. Huh? Hypocrite much?
Okay.
So we went to the Crazy Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right next door is a pizza place. It's a hipster shitbag pizza place with their fucking margarita pizza bullshit, and it's the thin, like the fucking cracker crust bullshit. Fuck that place. So we walked in, and I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, ugh. No, I want a meatball sandwich, because there was like a bistro there that had a meatball sandwich, and apparently the bistro had closed.
Oh.
Like, I'm pissed now.
Now
So
nothing's going to sound good
like,
anyways.
Fuck this. I want a meatball sandwich on like onion bread. If you've ever had onion bread, it soaks in the juices better, like a good Italian bread. And like, that's what I wanted. I didn't say anything to her because what's the point of complaining? You know, I'm there for her. She wanted to do some
Well, you do
shopping.
have a B on your hat for bitcher.
Yeah, that's what it's for. And I'm there for her, and we're shopping, and I hate shopping anyways, but so I'm going to be miserable anyways. I might
What
as
are
well
you, a male?
just fucking enjoy
Yeah, just
the moment and just go from there, right? So whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'm internalizing all this because, again, she needs to get stuff, and I haven't been to Nevada City in ages, so might as well just enjoy. But I can't really enjoy because you can't smoke outside.
And you don't want to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah, and I didn't want to exactly. I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer. So
Or Morose Michael.
yeah,
yes, proceed.
I'm a Rose Michael.
Or a Melancholy Michael.
Yeah, melancholy. So we're starting to get hungry. We decide that we're gonna go to the pizza place. Fuck that place. Go across the street to the Crazy Horse. It's a bar.
Yeah.
Thank God, it's normal. There's baseball on. There's I don't know what else
Bar
is on.
food.
There's bar food. I order, she orders, and we're sitting there eating, and you can tell the locals who are the locals and who aren't the locals. It's really, really easy. And
I'm laughing because I know what you speak of. Yes.
yes, and
I'm still a virgin to all of this.
fucking she so we're sitting there having a conversation and dicking around on our phones and whatever else and eat, and then she goes, you gotta she goes, those are kind of cool coats. And I turn and look and there's two couples sitting together. They're obviously not from here.
Were they holding maps in front of themselves?
No. Who the fuck has maps? What's a
Because
map?
It's one of those obvious traits that you're a
the
tourist.
Map. I'm the map.
It's a
I'm
joke.
The map.
It would have worked 20 years ago.
That'd be hilarious now.
Yeah, it would have been, but
You should just carry a map around and ask people for directions and point at it. Excuse me,
And
can
have
you
it
tell me
open.
where to go?
Just-
I have this street right here. I have it down from right here.
Have it
Just-
spread open.
just point at the spot that you are currently at.
I know I'm right here.
No. I need to get here.
I need to get right
You're,
here.
You are there. No, here.
No, here.
Here. Just mudge it out so it's
That's
just
what people
like,
like. Here, look on my phone.
That's
No,
like
no, no,
10
no, 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 no. No, I can't use
point
those.
it out on the map.
I need to use the map.
I can't be around electronics. Then I'll take out my phone.
It's the buzzing.
And then someone calls me. Hello?
What are you, Saul's brother?
Yeah.
What's the disorder people think they have where like the electrical currents like bother them and they have to like live in
That's
fucking
the
Yeah,
same
caves?
it's like
thing that we
Michael
were talking about
McKean's
Michael.
character from Better Call Saul. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, the guy, dude, his fucking freakouts when he gets near any kind of electricity is
All right,
hilarious.
enough of that. So I'm sitting there and she goes, and she goes, hey, look over there. So I turned and looked, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I can't help but just want to stare, but I have to keep looking away.
Did you take a picture?
No.
God damn it.
Sitting to my left, there are two girls wearing like rabbit fur short shawls.
Okay.
They're coats, but they're shawls.
Mhm.
They're
Okay.
short. They have their hair the same. One's darker hair than, one's like a light brown.
Like they should be in Aspen?
like a light brown,
Yes.
and one's a dark brown. No, they're wearing a rabbit shawl. Just a shawl. It's a short coat, dude. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
Not like a
It's
full-on
not a fucking
puffer.
ski jacket. and they're not wearing Uggs. They're wearing jeans and some sort of tennis shoe because I didn't care about that. I was just focusing on Stepford. They're both dressed the same. Their coats are one shade apart from each other.
Mm-hmm.
One's like a pinkish.
On
one's
the,
like
on
a,
the color spectrum, right? Yeah.
One's like a white. One's like a grayish pink. Like that's just fucking bizarre. And then I was like, oh, those are kind of cool coats because we were looking at coats at the boot yard barn place that fucking sells all that shit there. That's really popular.
Yeah.
You got to coordinate.
And then their dates, boyfriends. I don't know. They're clones. The clones that they were dating or with, and I kid you not, were wearing the same exact jacket, same color jacket, Pacific Trail.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that gray like pullover.
Yeah.
But one was wearing like the name brand, and the other was wearing like the off brand.
Oh.
Same exact color, dark skinned, both of them. Hair combed, cut, and brushed the same exact way.
Awesome.
So their part was on the left. So they were doing the power, the power.
Oh, the deep part.
Yeah. So now
my buddy does that.
if
I call
you
it the douche hair.
yeah if you read anything about how people style their hair,
Was the McFly?
no, just listen. If you've read anything about how people style their hair and whatnot, if you part your hair on the left, it's called a power. It's called the power part. That's how you comb your hair too. If you do it on the right, that means you're submissive, which I don't understand.
Well, like the same thing with earlobes, right? Earrings. Left
sure.
only you're gay,
No, I don't know. Probably.
or right only you're gay. I have some shit on.
Right now, I'm trying to think of my buddies and trying to think if they part on the right or the left. That has to be the left.
I depends on.
I'm
how
going to
I-
need to pull a
That
picture
is
up.
fucking
Continue.
stupid.
I'm going to pull a picture up because I want to see if one of them is parting it the wrong way.
Anyways, that's
I'm sending a signal.
that's exactly what they're doing. So they both have their hair cut the same way, styled the same way, brushed the same way. And when I say cut the same way, I mean literally they sat next to each other and said, whatever he does, I want.
I want the Avalon.
Their shirts were the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make me silky smooth.
Silky smooth. Their jackets, their pullover jackets were the same manufacturer, except just different brands.
Yeah.
And they were both wearing khaki pants and the same shoes. They both had fucking beards too. Same exact style. They
Same
had the
trim.
same trim of beard. You know, this new wave 20-year-old hipster full kind of beard.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And they're significant the girls that they were with are dressed. So you have two guys that are dressed the same and two girls that are dressed the same.
Yeah.
And they're from out of town.
They achieved exactly what they set out to achieve. They got your fucking attention, and you're still fucking talking about them.
That is not what they wanted to achieve.
But I call bullshit on that.
Really?
Maybe
Yes.
it's like two twins dating two twins.
That's what I
Like a fucking
Think.
Double Mint commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had made that. I made that comment. I was like, "What is this?"
You should have given them a pack of Double Mint gum and
Yeah,
walked away.
I'm gonna.
Just set it on the table.
I'm gonna
and
walk
walk
over
away.
to a fucking store just to buy a pack of double mint gum
Abso-fucking-lutely.
across town.
They
Absolutely.
do. Both my buddies part their hair on the left with that deep douche part. Yes. Yes.
I don't.
That would be
No.
hilarious. Go out of your way to do something funny. Okay? Like today, they paid for a shuttle an hour and a half after I was already fucking off, and I ran all the way across the dealership just to go tell the advisor I clocked out an hour ago, and then I ran back over. I gave him a smile. I like making people smile. You fucking do that shirky-dirky shit, but he smiled, so that was the point. Go fuck yourself.
I would have said, "What the fuck are you still doing here?"
I like how we
Go
ended that
home.
story with, and go fuck
My
yourself.
car was being worked on.
And also, you should go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. The next time something like this happens, like the one time in the fucking 40 years I've been in this area, the one time, I'm gonna go randomly buy a pack of double mint gum.
I guarantee you.
I'm gonna just shut up and listen. I'm gonna fucking go buy a pack of double mint gum
Yes.
and just hold on to it until I can see, the double mint twins show up out of nowhere.
No, I didn't say that. But what I am saying that
mean,
if I
that'd be
was
pretty
with you,
dope
if
if
we
they
were
did.
out there doing that and
No,
we
you
saw the
wouldn't have.
motherfuckers and I went and did exactly what I just said,
No, you wouldn't have.
you would laugh your fucking ass off.
No.
It'd be cooler if they did.
Because it's easy for you right now in this moment to for that domination fucking, alpha male bullshit to say, no, I wouldn't. But I guarantee you'd laugh your ass off if I did.
No, because it'd been a fucking gigantic waste of time. It's much better just to look at them and go, what the fuck is this? And then talk about them behind their backs.
Hey, did you guys get those coats at the same store?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm like, oh, those are...
Now,
I
see, that
almost
would have
wore
been...
my coat like that. Shit. That would have been awkward. We would have had the same jacket.
Oh, man. Hey, can I ask you guys a question? Where'd you get those jackets? And this is the shit I used to do.
To have a conversation. And they'll start telling you.
Excuse
which
me?
is funny.
I was looking for a pair of pants like that, and I noticed that you guys were wearing this combination. I really like that combination. Can you tell me where you got that stuff?
I'd like to get
And
exactly
hold
the same
a
thing.
conversation
Yeah,
with
wait
them,
for them to just go into their whole shtick
and
about
then walk away.
their clothes.
Okay, thanks.
They'll be like, oh, he really
Little
liked
fucking
our
notepad
jackets.
and just start writing down everything they're saying.
Yeah.
Good God.
Just start fucking Googling it. Google something else. Google how not to
Douchebag,
be a
yeah.
how not to be a douche.
Yeah. Engaging douchebags in public.
Yeah. So it says
There's actually
here.
a book on it.
Yeah, engaging douchebags in public. It's an ebook written by
ebook.
Heather.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
And then make sure that you subtly make sure that they see that you're doing that. Like accidentally tilt your phone down. A
Yeah,
little too much.
fumble your phone.
Yeah.
And then hold it the wrong way.
Oops.
So I have a great different story of weird
Twins and
people
butt
you've
plugs.
seen. I have two stories. I'll save one for the other show. I saw, I guess what I'd have to say, if you wanted to do like meth head champions of the United States of America, I think I found their champion. I think I found their champion. I had to drive up over one of the passes. We
You
have
went to
both-
Reno?
Real Linda.
and we have 50 and 80, and I had to go up 50. And I was starting to hit
You
the
had a
point
choice and you
where-
took 50?
Well, that's the highway I needed to take.
Oh, right.
But also 80 had been started to shut down, and 50 usually stays open. So it was a win-win for me.
And you may have run into the guy with the polo suit, the rubber polo suit.
I actually
That's another story.
specifically stopped there on my way up to see if the gentleman was still there. He was not, but I will continue to try. As I have to make trips up that way, I will continue to stop and try. So that is going to happen. But I was driving up, and it's starting to snow
He's gonna do it.
profusely.
He's gonna
Right.
do it.
Yes. I liked the.
Or you could do like
the
Pac-Man dying.
yodel- Oh, it's like, can you do it? Is it gonna do it for you?
Oh my god! It didn't play a commercial first.
Yes, that's awesome. So I'm driving up there, and it's like it's starting to snow, and it's a pretty significant snow. Like there's big flakes. It's hitting the window. I'm hitting the windshield wipers. It's starting to slush on the ground, and I look over, and like the traffic's getting really sparse. But I look over to the left hand side, and going down the hill. I'm going up, going down the hill, is a motherfucker on a bicycle. On the side of Highway 50, and it is snowing so much he's covered in fucking snow, and he's got a backpack on and something else. He has a hat. He's got boots.
What kind of bicycle?
Just
Is
a
it
regular,
like a
10
10
speed?
speed or
like,
mountain
yeah,
bike?
like
That's a fucking warrior.
like a not even really a mountain bike because it had pretty big wheels on it. Like I think it was like a 10-speed bike.
Okay.
And it was slushy on the ground. And I was like, and it was kind of one of those where you just like see it out of the corner of your eye. And at first you're like, oh, I wonder where he's going to. And then you realize there isn't any of those little road off things anywhere. Like he's just in
On
it to
the
win
freeway,
it.
right.
Like I think Placerville's this guy's next stop. Like that's
Did you
what's
hear
happening.
about the guy who just trekked across fucking Antarctica?
I don't know where he came from. I don't know how he would have originated somewhere. I don't know if he was under a tree and went, oh man, snow, better get a hitch into town, or what he was doing, but it was fucking snowing. It was a blizzard. Like to where
Well,
they were
the
starting to
were
set
you
up
at
to
Pollock
close
Pines, or
to like
where were you?
do chain checks, and he's just bicycling down.
Oh, she did say meth head capital, so that might be Pollock Pines, yeah.
Oh, it could. I don't know. It could
Yeah.
be. But it was like an in between time. It wasn't like I just started off and there's a guy like, oh, hey, I'm just going to go a little bit further down the road, or hey, I got to go to this next little stop. It's like a chunk of fucking space, and
He's
it's
just
starting to
going.
get really motherfucking snowy outside, and he's covered in snow,
On a mission from God.
bicycling downhill in the slush. Like if you hit the brakes, sir, he's going to go sliding. And I was just like, you know what? That's fucking dedication.
And you wouldn't even do the dishes this morning.
No, I would not. But that guy.
That guy was.
That guy had, and he wasn't in any kind of very large protective type gear. He was just Tin speeding along Highway 50 in the snow. Out of nowhere.
It would have been better if it was a rubber polo suit guy.
I don't think that man could pedal a bicycle. He was
Yeah,
a
but
little bit chubby.
it would have been better.
Oh, yeah, and if you would have waved, hey-de-ho, it would have been like, oh, my God, the aliens are watching me. Like, I really would have
Men in
thought
Black.
something was wrong then if that would have
Ding,
happened.
ding.
You
But
don't
the-
like it?
the
You
other-
can kiss my furry
I have
little
another
butt.
story, but I'm going to save that for the next show. And find an embarrassing one. Save that sound clip for the next time, though, because you're probably going to need it. Yeah.
Save it for also when I talk about my sex life.
We can do that whenever Joe makes like a comment we don't find funny. We can just
Just everyone stop.
Every fucking pun. Okay, fine, you can punish me with that. That's
okay,
fine.
that's fine.
I punish you, you punish me.
because we're the punishers.
Yeah,
sure.
I pontificate.
Ugh,
They smell so bad, they're pungent.
stop it. Okay, so we have decided that it's a 50-50 thing with the sweatpants or pajama pants.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's.
You do you, boo-boo.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I think I would. Maybe change your pajama pants before you get into bed. That'd be my compromise.
No.
New pair of pajama pants.
Look, if I'm at the
Different
strip club, bitch, don't be wearing your sweatpants. I want to see something else. But otherwise, go do your thing.
Even then.
So when you
Wear
are performing at the strip club, Michael,
I don't
please
know.
do not wear your
Actually, you know
pajama
what? That
pants.
might be more real, more realistic.
Chicks in sweatpants, or the sweatpants shorts,
yeah.
when they're rolled down a little bit. Holy goddamn. Our fetish of the day is hot schoolgirls and Asians. And the reason why I bring this up is because schoolgirl, like, who decided that this was appropriate for women that go to Catholic school? Like the skirts and the fucking...
Yeah.
And the...
To Megan Foxit?
Yeah.
Well, and here's the key though. I think
And
actual
the tie and the fucking
schoolgirl,
white shirt. and-
actual Catholic schoolgirl costumes, uniforms, were done because Old Testament stuff is you don't wear pants. Women always wear skirts.
Yeah, you gotta have
But
easy
they were-
access for the priests.
But they had to be long, so they were actually long, heavy, probably fairly itchy, horrible skirts. Like, yeah, see, you're looking at the
Listen, I mean,
slut
let's-
Yeah, that's
version.
the Britney Spears right there.
Let's look at real Catholic schoolgirl.
Hit me,
outfits.
baby, one
I
more
mean,
time.
I don't think those aren't real.
That's the hit me, baby,
This
one more
is.
time outfit.
I mean, that's no.
To the pregnant
I mean,
one.
like, old school ones were like long skirts. They were like longer. They were like below the knee or to the knee. There is no mini skirt thing going on. And they were white button-up shirts and ties.
Like, I mean, come on, look at this.
Yeah, that's weird. That's not actual.
These are formal. These are real.
God damn, this bad hair day.
Oh, those ones got to wear pants. Look at that. Things are on. That's a little bit more of what I anticipated.
We call that
seeing.
progress.
They're the longer skirts, white button-ups. I think the ties and the jackets were just because the boys wore ties, shirts, ties, and
I like
jackets,
that
but they
goth
had to
one.
wear skirts. And then usually you had to everybody wore the tall socks, or that was just what you did back
See
then.
the ladybird.
Look up 1950s Catholic schoolgirl. Try that.
God, we need a Jamie from the Joe Rogan show.
Okay, so see those ones in the center there with that's more along the lines of what
Yeah,
the
just,
deal really
just
was.
about at the knee.
Very
Right.
conservative.
Well, here's
Right.
more right here.
Look
Yeah,
how high
see-
they wear it up the waist, and it's still super long.
Yeah, high at the waist, still super long. Everybody has the same shoes. A lot of times they'd have tall
Boring.
socks.
It looks very
You
boring.
got your Oxfords.
It's not suggestive in any kind of way.
yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Very dowdy.
Very,
Yeah,
yeah.
nothing suggestive at all.
No. And then so what it was is I think that people it was like the little girl fetish, and they took that and the skirts just got shorter and shorter as they started, going for that.
What if the chicks just started trimming them down?
Well, and I think that actually happened. I had a friend who went to an all-girls school, and I think for a while they had uniforms, and they would do stuff like that. Like they would shorten their skirts by rolling them. They would roll them at the waist.
God, if the
Shorten
government ever looked at fucking the search history on this computer.
Oh, there you go. See, there's Christian fashions, and it's like a whole plaid jumper.
God.
There you go. Isn't that sexy?
God,
Yeah.
that's fucking more of a turn off than Amish.
Than seeing Joe sweat. Get the
What
meat
the
sweats.
fuck, man? I glimmer, motherfucker. I shine.
I shine. So there you go. There's a bunch of little schoolgirls
Sparkle.
with their long
I
ass
sparkle.
nasty skirts.
Sparkle.
So, I mean, I think that has something to do with that. And I think obviously it's just been made
Well, obviously they've started
because
this.
hey, it'd be
God damn,
sexy
she got
if they
fat
were
knees. That was a fat knee pic.
fat knee.
Look at those knees. I
Well,
can't.
it's a plus size boarding
She's hiding
school.
little kids' faces in her knees.
Was the Ghost
Freddy
of Christmas
Krueger's Extra
Past that had
Souls.
the children under his skirts? That's what she's got there.
Oh yeah, all right.
So I mean, they take
That's
them
not a
obviously and
skirt,
make
though.
them sexier than
Okay,
they are.
I have a question.
No
Okay,
French.
we'll have
no,
an answer one
no
way or another.
maid wears a French maid costume like that. Obviously.
They all do.
Shut your mouth, Heather. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
there you go.
Yeah.
What is the name of the German kid on The Simpsons?
Oh,
I don't know. I never watched The Simpsons
no,
anymore.
I know. God, what
Otto?
was it?
No, that's the
No,
Ghost
it was
Rider.
no. Otto's the bus driver.
Yeah, Otto's the bus driver.
Hey, Bart.
Oh God.
What?
I'm remembering with the Halloween episode where they fattened him up to cook him, and he was missing. God, what the fuck is? I thought it was started with a G, but it wasn't like Gustus. It wasn't Augustus or anything like that. It was something else. Why? Because are you thinking of his lederhosen?
Yes. In a
Uter.
sense.
His name is Uter.
Uter.
Uter?
Yeah.
Uter or Uter. Yeah.
All right, so I went to go pick up her,
Yes.
the
girl child.
the girl child, the Duchess. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Uter.
Yeah, Uter. Yeah,
Uter.
yeah, Uter.
This must be funny.
Did somebody have on lederhosen?
And this, I'm gonna be nice. I mean, he was chunky, he was a fat
Yeah.
kid, but he has a great voice. I'll tell you this.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
practicing. They're doing some sort of play at the
Okay.
school, and he came out looking like Uter from, and he had the hat on. And the only thing I could think of was the kid. I wasn't thinking of Dan Aykroyd from fucking Trading Places or anything
Oh.
else like that, or. There was another movie that had a guy wearing lederhosen with a hat on, Will Ferrell or some shit like that, where they're slapping the shit out of each other, and
Augustus Gloop.
no, and this guy came out, and all I could think of is all he needs is a chocolate bar, because
Yeah.
and of course he's also very, very smart, right? So in his computer, and then he just needs to start correcting people. And then this other kid came out. He's wearing like a purple suit with a purple hat. I'm like, what the fuck does a Mad Hatter have to do with German stuff? I don't know what the fuck they were doing.
The fuck is wrong with
Are they
German
doing like
people?
Willy Wonka or something?
They may have been, yeah.
Oh, so he was Augustus Gloop.
So all I could think of was, why is Uter walking out of that
What
fucking
is going
auditorium?
on with the Uter? What the fuck?
I thought that was
Dude, he
That was
needs
perfect.
to become an Uber driver. That would be great. That would just go hand in hand.
Uter the Uber.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm your Uber driver.
So, the schoolgirls. So the schoolgirls. Obviously, this is someone that has a pedophilia issue that started. I'm guessing.
I don't know,
And
I
they,
mean-
decided to sex it up.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Or maybe girls were just tired of being fucking inhibited and they, spiced it up.
I find women that wear that will dress up as schoolgirls and like, come on,
That's way too short.
I don't get.
Well, it's a costume.
Really?
It's not like a real uniform.
Yeah,
It's a
you're right,
costume.
you're right.
That's way too short. I don't like it.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
The-
I'm
the
saying that's too short
costumes
for a
are
schoolgirl.
obviously vastly different
Yeah,
than what
I mean
they
the
actually
costumes
wear
and
as
stuff like
uniforms.
that. And
Oh, I'm sure they wear that to school. Yes,
Woohoo.
absolutely.
I'm a whore 364 days a year. Now I can get away with it.
what day aren't you a whore?
On Halloween.
Christmas.
On Christmas.
On Easter.
Yeah. On Sundays, that's the Lord's Day.
But
Paso.
yeah, when it comes right down to it, I mean, if you're doing role play or whatever else,
Stop staring at the children.
Clunk. What is that? Oh, pregnant nun. That's probably not what you're looking for.
no, not really.
It could be.
It's the hell.
He looks like he works at a burger place.
That's a nerd Halloween costume.
What kind of mask? That's
That's
stupid.
fucking horrible.
Those are some nice culottes.
I'd wear that. I'd fucking
I
sport
need a
that
pair of those.
for
That's
fun.
called a plus-size nerd costume. Actually, Mike, aren't those your pants?
Yes, those are.
I think those are your pants.
Give me a size and
those are-
damn.
Those are my
Those are your tartan pants.
my tartan pajama pants. as far as, I mean, it's a fetish. I mean, I don't think there's any man alive who has never wanted to see or has tried to get their girlfriend into wearing something like that.
So do you think it's just because, like, when they were younger, they, like, saw the little girls, the other girls, you know, had, like, the little schoolgirl costumes on, or is it the innocent thing, or...
Part of it's the innocent thing, I guess.
Oh yeah, especially if they're wearing glasses or something. And, you know, they
Okay.
take the glasses off and they
The smart girl
keep the
thing?
high heels on and shit. Yeah, you know, because you see, like, it's kind of like the, you know,
I mean, that really doesn't inspire.
yeah,
Sexy.
a lady,
1950s
a
again?
lady in public, and then a whore in the bedroom, kind of thing.
Not really.
No, not really.
No, not really.
It's like the Ron Jeremy during our readings.
Yeah.
There'll be any extra credit.
I like it how it's just a fucking
Is that Laura
front-on shot wear.
in the middle, right there?
Looking very angry.
It looks like Laura.
Angry Laura.
God damn it, the wine's gone.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking
Like
Chardonnay?
like you can see some of them are sitting there like not particularly with their legs
Yeah.
crossed or anything else like that, but hiding stuff, and then, you know, some of them have slipped up and
They're all protecting their
full
penises.
on panty shots. Whoops.
It's the man.
Yeah, see, a lot. I mean, so that's what it is. It's like, really, I mean, for me, like, I look at it and go, obviously, it's just one of those things that's been a little bit exaggerated, because a real schoolgirl uniform was not anything that was saucy.
Yeah, in the 80s, in the 70s, fucking schoolboys got to wear shorts that went all the way up to their fucking dong bags.
Yeah, that's...
God.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know,
Dong
yeah, you don't know shit. Just like when you watch
What do
Friday
you-
the 13th
what
and,
the
and they're
fuck
at
are-
the camp and they wear them super short shorts.
Oh,
you
the
mean-
basketball
We're talking about the
shorts?
athletic shorts?
Whatever, yeah.
With the tall tube
Okay,
socks?
because one has nothing to do with the other?
Well, there's... What I'm saying
The
is,
fuck?
it was okay for boys to wear super short shit, but not for girls.
Well, I think the 70s and the 80s is kind of when they started going shorter.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah, the dudes used to wear, like, shorts. Well, boys' shorts for Catholics...
here, Joe, let me refresh you.
Ooh.
Let me refresh your memory about the 70s.
What, the Daisy Dukes?
Ooh, we wear short shorts.
I'm talking about in relation to school, dude. Not fucking... Not
Well, I
leisure
don't
time.
think the dudes wore them every day.
Yeah,
did they?
it wasn't a choice. You had to wear them for fucking PE.
Well, they didn't have a problem with it.
And even girls pretty much had to wear, but they could wear like long johns. Okay, that doesn't really. But as far as commercial, there we go. Nair.
The Nair commercial. You should...
See,
That's very coordinated.
Yeah, it is the Nair commercial. I remember that.
Who helped them with that? Was that Paul Abdul?
it's
Probably.
1987.
That is gross. I mean, I wonder what that does to the skin. Fucking melts your hair.
I think it burns it. Oh, look at the supersized
It
fries. 80s
burns
commercials.
us.
Fantastic. So, I mean, it's just kind of all over now, isn't it? I mean, like, I don't think anybody even really uses the schoolgirl as much, like in the porns and stuff, do they? I haven't seen a whole lot of it.
Yeah, they do. They
Do
still
they?
do. Yeah.
You know who actually I see more of dressed up in that is the Asians.
Asian.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's the other fetish.
Why? But why the crossover?
I can tell you why. The fetish because it's different. They look way different
Than the whites?
and I also think that a lot of people, without admitting it, have a little bit of a pedophilia thing going on with schoolgirls. And when you look at small Asian girls,
They're
they
flat-chested.
look very, very small. And so there you go. I think that's probably what it could be.
Yellow fever.
So it's like I think it can be a guy's way of getting away with being a pedo without fucking actually being a pedo. Kind of thing.
No.
I mean, God, like you have like the young chicks
Maybe,
that like do porn.
but-
They're like, oh, barely legal,
Right.
and they're all flat and they look tiny. They put them in the tall socks. And
I'm not saying every fucking guy. I'm just saying that I believe that there
But
could be a solid
you
chunk.
already threw the blanket statement
Just
out
like
there, so
guys,
you live with it.
like guys that
Hey,
are into
you-
hentai and shit.
You threw the blanket statement out there. Stick by it.
You put out the smallpox blanket.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know it was a
They gave
blanket
Don't-
statement.
them yellow fever.
Don't go back on all the shit that you just said.
I'm not going
Just-
back on it.
You're being sorry for what you said.
I'm not sorry for it.
What?
Did he not just say?
The what? The guys.
I don't.
It's just a very general statement. It's not saying that every
he threw
single
a fucking
one.
blanket statement out there, and then he's like, "Well, but not every guy. I'm sure, but
There's always
Well, I mean, you
exceptions,
could say
right?
it-
stop being
general.
sorry for what you said. Just
Not
defend
sorry.
your shit."
Not sorry at all.
I think that. I mean, I think that's a pretty general thing. I mean, I think dudes like the younger girl type thing. I don't think it necessarily has to be that it's that, but I think obviously
Well, like I said,
small
I think
Asians look
yeah.
like schoolgirls
Yeah.
more than
So yeah, I mean, even when you got
more
a full,
than-
a lady who you have an Asian lady who's 25.
more
you
than
put her
the
in one of those,
plus
she looks like a
size
fucking
chick with the
schoolgirl.
fat knees. It's probably harder to connect the plus size chick with the fat knees we saw to an actual schoolgirl.
So why do so many white men want to date a Chinese woman? Not necessarily a Chinese woman, but Asian.
They actually call it yellow fucking fever.
They
fetish,
do.
Huh?
Yellow. That's why I was laughing about it. Yellow fever,
It's like jungle fever.
but it's yellow fever, which
yeah,
is also like a virus.
It's a shitty Stevie Wonder song.
About East Asian women. Ooh, it's a fetish for some.
Why has it got to be East Asian?
I don't know.
Why can't it be Mongolian?
Why can't it be West Asian? So, yeah, I mean, I guess because you don't have like a lot of white guys tripping over themselves to date black chicks.
What was it?
I mean,
One of the
some
jokes
like them,
about white guys love dating Asian women because to Asian women, white guys' dicks seem huge compared to Asian
that's
guys.
a
Because
good
when
point.
you eat an Asian woman, an hour later, you're hungry again.
Where's the Price is Right thing?
Yeah, fuck yeah, yeah.
That's okay.
Quid pro quo,
The
quid pro
huge
quo,
dick thing was
motherfucker.
fucking good,
Well,
but
actually, that's plausible. That's plausible.
but
Oh, you're so big.
but the fucking
Click
the,
it,
the,
click
the
it,
age
do
old
it.
goddamn joke of
Maybe they're also-
when you eat an Asian woman, you're hungry again an hour later is not
What?
funny. Fuck you both and your fucking stupid puns.
But okay, so here let's double this. Not only then
No,
do they feel large,
He's
but,
done. He's
but,
walking away.
But the Asians are then tighter because they've just had Asian men dicks.
Yeah, it ain't too goddamn buku.
Interesting. So, Madame Butterfly served to popularize the image of the submissive and doll-like East Asian woman, while Hollywood promoted the sexualized Asian femme fatale, portrayed by Anna May Wong as Fu Manchu's daughter.
Oh, Fu Manchu.
The image of the sexualized Asian woman in the United States was further solidified by the presence of the U.S. military in Asia, the Korean and the Vietnam War. Brothels formed in towns surrounding U.S. military bases, et cetera.
And all the Vietnamese hookers.
Right. So
Yeah, I mean,
I've always had a thing for Asian women. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I like all women, one way or another.
Hawaiian, Japanese women.
Yeah,
Oh, you like Islanders?
Fuck.
with
You
the
look-
darker skin.
you like-
No, I like all Asian women.
Uh-huh.
It's just it doesn't matter. I just said I liked all Asian women, but
Including
Jesus
Mongolian.
You
Christ.
just brought up two fucking islands. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
Do you have Japanophilia,
No.
Indophilia,
No.
Germanophile,
No.
Are those
Francophile?
things?
It's right there. Attraction to specific cultures.
Oh. What's a for French?
Sinophilia. That sounds like a fucking condition.
That's weird. Those
Sounds like a
actually
skin
sounds
rash.
Bad.
Chinophile.
Okay, Chinese culture and people.
Taiwanophilia.
So you pretty much hit any of
Taiwanophilia.
those.
Damn it.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yellow cab.
Damn.
Oh,
A term referring to an ethnic stereotype of I said ethnic?
Yeah.
Ethnic stereotype of Japanese women and by extension other East Asians. Well, I didn't. Why East Asians?
I don't know. That's why I said, what's wrong with Mongolians?
Just say Asian. Asians, suggesting that they are sexually available to foreign men. No, that doesn't.
Oh, I know why.
Who
It's
can supposed
because
to be ridden at
they
any
don't want to
time.
sound racist and say people with slanted eyes. That's why. Because technically, because Russia is in Asia. That's why. And Indians are Asian.
They're considered Asian.
So you say East Asian because Korea, Vietnam, Japan, blah, 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 are all on the eastern side.
Indians are considered Asians.
Yeah, but they're not East Asian.
It doesn't matter. They're considered
They're
Asians.
trying to-
considered Indians.
Yeah.
No, they're considered Asians.
They are Asians. They just no one ever says it.
Well, yeah, because you don't think of that.
And
It's the Oriental
Russians
thing.
that live in that area are considered Asians
I bet they do not consider themselves
Yes.
Asians.
because that is the continent, is Asia.
In Soviet Russia, we do not consider ourselves Asians.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right.
We eat
So-
borscht and stare at the wall.
So, what is it with Asians?
I don't know. I've never had an answer to that question.
I
have
already
zero
gave I
idea.
gave my idea already. I already said
Yeah.
they're small. They look like a lot of times grown women can look like children.
Or you said because it's different. I mean, but
That's
then,
what I
then
think.
again, why wouldn't they? Again, they're not tripping over themselves to date blacks.
I don't see where you're saying that they look like kids. So, okay.
I think those boobs are fake.
There are a lot of Asian women that look younger than they are, and I think that
It's a Hawaiian girl. There you go.
I think that there's plenty of perverts out there. Look how we all know there's a shitload of perverts out there.
I don't think it has anything to do with perverts or pedophiles, and that's a small percentage, and you're stuck on that.
You know how many motherfuckers that can afford to fly to Taiwan
that's a fucking
and shit?
small.
In
Do you
Thailand,
think it's because
It's a goddamn small percentage of the population that can even do that. So moving on from perverts and pedophiles.
Do you think it's a thing of where they're known for taking care of their men, to like catering to them?
I think that's where we need to go with this instead of just sticking with the whole. And I understand what you're saying, Joe, but Christ, it goes beyond that.
I think if you're specifically just on Asians, and it's not because you have some familiar connection to it in some way or another, like you're raised around Asians or something, I think that you can, like me, I can be attracted to any different kind of race of woman. I don't specifically focus on
But
one.
we're talking about Asians for a specific reason because of a fetish.
Yeah.
The Asian fetish.
And I think that the pedophile thing could be a chunk of it.
It's not a chunk of it. It is absolutely not a chunk of it.
Prove
it is
me
a
wrong.
small goddamn portion of it, just like everything else.
But I think it's still valid as a portion of it. Because
Right, and
of
I'm
how
not
they
saying
do
it's
that.
not valid. I'm just saying that at some point we need to move on from the pedophile pervert shit.
Okay, well, that's my take.
And figure out and have a discussion about the other 99% of the people that are interested in Asians, not the 1%.
Okay, so do your take.
And they used to bind their feet.
They still do. But that's a taboo thing, and I've never understood that other than, again, that is a fetish.
To keep their feet small because that was considered more ladylike
Yeah.
That's fucked
to have small feet.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're exotic. They're from another land. And let's face it, in the 50s here in America, 50s through the 80s, for the most part, most people are fucking,
White.
well, not white, but just completely ignorant.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't the same culture as it was 30 years ago where, what are you doing?
Peeling.
I'm appealing.
But I don't seem to.
Created a fucking monster with this one, haven't we?
I love it. I actually enjoy it very much. But see, here's my take on it. It's like, okay, so it's different. It's
Hands on
something
the
that's not the normal. It's exotic, but you
Yeah.
don't see guys tripping themselves over like, East Indian women or African women. Or
I think it depends on how they look because, I mean, most...
Siberian women, but they do like the Russians.
Well,
see, the
especially if
Russians
their
are
name's
white.
Natalia.
Jesus Christ! Some
I
of
love
those Russians
Natalia.
are just
Right?
fucking
Well, but I mean, I
gorgeous.
think that's.
Sasha.
Do you think it's just because maybe they don't smell like curry, but they still have very delicate features?
Here's what
I'm
I
curious.
think.
Say more.
Every time you say a pun, dude, I am just going to hit this button.
Oh, God.
Just put it on fucking repeat.
Maybe it's because the East Asians didn't have female circumcision, and the rest of them do.
All right. I got another take on it. What if because men like to be, alpha, domineering, right? What better way than to be with a woman who's generally smaller than the average woman, right? Like, have you ever seen the Mountain from Game of Thrones? Have you seen his fucking wife? She's like 4 foot fucking 10.
Okay, and?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dudes that like just being able to manhandle a small woman.
Yeah, that's true. They actually
Again,
do
a
like
small portion of the population, yes. And again, all relative. That goes into that 100%, which is now we're at 98%.
that. It's got to be.
Well,
I mean,
if
I
you
know
want to
they're
say it's 1%, fine.
It is.
smooth skin,
There isn't
but
a
it's-
lot of dude. I mean, we're talking. What is the percentage of the population that are alpha?
Well, I'm just wondering if every
Stop.
idea I come out with, you're just going to say, "Oh, it's only 1%." Is that
Stop.
what you're going to do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to bring it down to 97 now for you.
So again, how much of the population is alpha male? Answer me that, smart guy.
Or,
Riddle me that.
or how many of the population wants to feel like they're
I
alpha
don't
male?
know. That's not what I asked. How much of the population is alpha male?
I don't know, but I don't think
1%.
I don't think that's relevant.
Less than 1%.
But-
So you have to. Yeah, it is relevant because it's relative.
There are plenty of people that aren't alpha males that want to feel like they're
It
fucking
doesn't
alpha males.
matter. It's still relative in terms of percentage. Most people aren't going over to Japan and Thailand to dominate.
Well, there's plenty of Asian women here.
Again, most people aren't dating women that are Asian to dominate them. It's a small percentage, so just chalk it up to 1%. It's probably not even 1%. and now we still have another 98% to go.
I'm just wondering though, if every idea I come out with, you're gonna fucking shoot down like this.
Yes, because I haven't shot down any idea.
You've labeled 2 of my ideas to 2%.
That's right. That's not shooting down your ideas. I get tired of talking about the pedophiles and the perverts because there's more to this whole fetish thing than pedophiles and fucking perverts.
Okay, I'm just throwing my ideas out there.
I know.
So, you notice every time we get into this shit, she always starts playing with her phone.
Right, because
So you need to shut the fuck up. Let's go.
I'm trying to fucking talk about this stuff, and now you're arguing with me about it. So
Okay, you go on. Do your thing. If I have another idea, I'll let you know.
I'm trying to Google, like you're looking up things for it. I'm trying to figure out what the key is. Like, has anyone actually like looked at this? There has to be, somebody has researched this. Somebody's looked at this as to what the deal is.
I
Like,
think
what
a
the
lot of it
trigger
has to
is.
do with the Navy or, the armed forces going over there and then coming back with all these stories and telling all their buddies.
And the clap.
And the clap. Opium dens.
No, but again, I mean,
Who doesn't love a good opium den?
we're talking about the females and not the fucking drug culture.
The females were in the opium dens.
They go hand. Yeah, they go hand in cock.
To do with it because the opium dens weren't really that big of a deal.
We should have more opium dens.
We should legalize it all. But my point is that they didn't come home and talk about the opium dens and whatever else. The first thing that they told their buddies was all the fucking chicks that they did. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. So tight, so fucking. They're tiny and they're cute and this and that and the other thing, and so
And they
part of
probably
it
did
has
lots
to
of
do
cool
with
stuff.
that, which is again, I mean, the military. I don't know what are you going to chalk the military up to?
Well, maybe.
Well, 40s and
Asian
50s and 60s. Jesus
chicks
Christ,
like white dudes more.
and that's another possibility.
Hmm.
I think that what it comes down to is because. Well, if you take just Japan, I mean, they're isolated on an island.
Yeah.
And some fucking white dude just comes
It's
tromping
exotic.
up with his rap
Yeah.
and his tattooed face.
And stereotypically, a white guy's got a bigger dick than an Asian guy. Stereotypically. So the white guy's going to come along with his dick that's about 1.5 inches longer on average or whatever. And he looks exotic. He seems exotic because he's also probably taller.
Okay.
So that's more exotic. It stands out more. And they're like, ooh, something different.
Ooh, hamburger, pizza.
See,
Kentucky
Ooh,
Fried
round
Chicken.
eye.
See, and I still just don't like it to generalize it and say, that's my struggle. Is like, I would just say, well, it's different. It's exotic. Like, to me, that there's lots of other cultures and they hyper focus on Asians.
Yeah, but
So-
see, you don't hear females talking about, you don't hear American females talking about, yellow fever or hot Asian guys. I mean, there's, again,
It's because the Asian guys are not
the
that
the
hot.
fucking less than 1% of the population, yes,
Mm-hmm.
but not as many as white guys or other guys, black guys,
Yeah.
Mexican guys going, Jesus Christ, look at that fucking hot Asian bitch, right?
Right.
I mean, it's
It's all white guys to Asian women.
Aries Spears, the comedian, he talked about how you never hear women talk about being attracted to Indian men. Oh, come on, baby, I'm going to give it to you right now.
Yeah, you
They're
don't
dirty.
hear it. Like, you don't hear other
I'm
cultures
going to
are.
dick you
Okay,
down.
can we just put a blanket statement out here right now and say that most other cultures are not attracted to Indian?
yeah, you can
People
make
at
a
all.
statement.
Indian men.
Either or.
There's some fucking gorgeous Indian women out there.
Right, but you don't.
Yeah, but I'm usually not attracted to Indian
You don't
women.
hear
No.
not the same as this. See, it can fall under all the same stuff. They're tiny. They're subservient. Their skin is still smooth. They have all these other same traits. They are super exotic.
I do
in
a lot of
many
rides
ways.
to Intel, so I see a ton of Indian customers.
And it's like, and I mean, you could easily say that too. So if we're going to use those things as for the Asians, it should, by all intents and purposes, be like interchangeable with Indian women, but it's not.
Right.
It's not.
And that's something I don't understand because like American Indian women,
Also
holy
gorgeous.
goddamn shit.
Oh yeah, you
But-
hey, you throw a little cream in some coffee, it tastes a lot better.
Yeah, it's,
But
That's so racist.
yeah. They don't even like coffee. They smoke the peace pipe.
yeah,
I mean,
they
but
drink
that's.
alcohol. Shut up. You don't.
That's-
Fine,
know
you
what
throw a
I'm
little coffee
Firewater.
into your cream. How about that?
But they, well, okay,
Kahlua.
but see, I don't know. See, I
Yeah.
lump that in as American, so I don't know. I just kind of lump them in as
talking about.
Yeah.
one of us,
Yeah, exactly. It's just
not exotic necessarily because quite frankly, we were exotic at one point.
Right.
Yeah, we were
The
so
whites.
exotic that we fucking we poisoned 95% of our
portion of-
population in a genocide.
Yeah, that's why I said the smallpox blankets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We
I
wore
think
the
for
world's
most part,
the-
I mean, when it comes to Asians,
East Asians,
when it comes to Asians,
North Asians.
Right. You're East Asians, which is different than East Indians. Actually, those are
Southwest
supposed to be
Asians?
Indians and Native Americans.
yeah, it depends on, like, I mean, there are just some of them that are just not even good looking. Like
No.
I think it's lack of options as well. Because if you ever been down to like L.A. and like Pomona, when I was down there like 20 years ago,
what?
there's a ton of gorgeous Latino women down there, but they're all with these butt ugly fucking gangbangers down there, and like, oh, it's lack of options. All they're surrounded by is a bunch of ugly fucking dudes, but there's still hotties out there. So,
Okay.
well, I'm talking about like in location. It's all about location, right?
Yeah, but I mean, here we're like the
No,
giant
that's
melting
not where I
pot.
was
You can
going,
get
but-
anything you want, and again, generalized statement is that a majority of either sex, we can now say probably don't find East Indians or Indians that attractive.
Yeah.
But
Well, Vietnamese runs the gamut. Like, they're either exotically beautiful or
Or
just
homely.
horrendous
Or-
fucking
yeah.
train wrecks.
Look like they got fucking they hit every branch on the
Yes.
ugly tree falling down.
it's kind of like, well, in Filipino, it's the same thing.
yeah,
You either
you're
have
right.
gorgeous Filipino women or you have giantly huge, fat Filipino
Oh, yeah,
women.
you either have-
And Hawaiian, and not even,
Yeah.
they're not Hawaiian. What are they? They're
Samoans.
Samoans. I mean, you have beautiful Hawaiian women, and then you have the Samoan women that look like the Samoan men.
Right.
Yeah, like with Mexicans, you either have Sofia Vergara or you have Roma.
Yeah. Yeah, they're smutly.
If you see the lady who played the main character in Roma, that's what I'm
But
referring
what
to.
is the overarching with Asians, though? That's the key.
I think
gonna have
what
to
it
do
comes down
research on
to is
that.
just mostly the stories that have come out.
hype.
The hype. That's what
What's-
it comes down to.
Someone's listening to the show and they go, "She's from Venezuela, motherfucker."
Yeah, that's completely different.
She's from the other Mexico.
From
That's the other Mexico.
She's from
Lower
Chile.
Mexico.
To quote somebody.
You
Well,
ignorant
there's-
fuck.
I saw a map and it had like Mexico, and then it's like all of South America, and it's just different Mexicos.
Right.
Like beach Mexico, other Mexico,
Cocaine
South
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, it just says cocaine in one of them, and it says like Caribbean Mexico, and it's all South America.
Yeah. You got the three Mexicos.
Yeah, there's all the Mexicos.
You had North Mexico, Mid Mexico, and South Mexico.
And dysentery.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
No, dysentery is just everywhere,
Okay.
Dysentery's everywhere. You get dysentery everywhere.
as Mom found out.
Fine,
Yeah,
malaria.
or it's not the dysentery. It's
I think it's a G word. isn't it?
malaria.
Or
Malaria is
brainworms.
just all those.
No, there's a Giardia.
Giardia.
Mom
Yeah.
had Giardia.
God,
Yeah.
dude, just
You
don't
can-
eat the fucking shredded pork in
You
any
can
of the
get
South American
Giardia
countries.
really
I'll tell you
anywhere.
that.
So, I mean, you got that going for you too.
Get those
Yeah.
fucking brainworms.
How do you
man.
spell
That's a
that?
different fetish.
How do you spell Giardia?
I don't know.
Good enough.
There we go.
Yeah, microscopic parasite.
Diarrheal illness.
Does it swim up your ting ting?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it swims up your ting ting. It says right here it's a parasite that causes diarrhea. Swims
Why
up
is
your
that guy
ting-ting.
just drinking out of that water?
Because he's thirsty.
Drinking contaminated water can lead to infection.
You
It's
can
called
really
the-
get it just from anything. You know how like you
Mark
could be in
had
a
this.
river.
It's also called beaver fever.
Get the fuck out! No, no.
I'm gonna have to change the way I go after poon. Then
Oh.
that's what I used to call
Oh
it.
my god. It's called beaver fever.
It is called beaver.
And there's a
fever.
song
And
called
there's a
Beaver
song
Fever.
about it.
Oh, is it by Ted Nugent
Probably. No, it's Angry Beavers.
or is it by fucking Primus? Well, I know they took a brown beaver and they took him up in there.
It's called beaver.
New theme
fever.
song for lubricating ant.
This is terrible.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
I'm not doing
terrible. Absolutely
The-
terrible.
it. Just Beaver Fever. What a great. That's my band's name.
Beaver fever.
Margaret Cho, Beaver Fever.
Ugh.
It's right there at the bottom there.
Yeah, well, it can stay there too.
He doesn't like Margaret Cho.
I think that's going to be my new
I think she's a
password on everything.
she's a talentless hack.
Damn.
That's okay. I did not know that was the other word for giardia. That's interesting though. Contaminated water makes sense.
Dude, you know, like,
drinking out of a river or a pond.
You know, like we talked before about Carlos Mencia as a fucking is a joke thief, right? They even there's a YouTube video that shows him even ripping off shit from Bill Cosby in like the 70s.
Okay.
I mean, just like almost word for word. The guy is a fucking just a turd.
Where did that come from?
Oh well, because we're Margaret Cho, and then thinking that you said hack, So I was thinking of people that rip off jokes and shit like that. So.
Oh, he's probably the class act of that.
Oh yeah, because he exploited it. He
Beaver fever.
Does he have Giardia though?
Probably of the mouth.
Hopefully. Carlos Mencia's real name
Yeah, he's not even fucking Mexican, dude.
is like Saul Gabinowitz.
L'chaim.
He has a fucking Ned.
Yeah, Ned.
Ned Arnell.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, he's from the Honduras. Well, no, no, he's not from the Honduras. He was not born in San Pedro Sula, Honduras.
He's American and Honduran. But still, though, that's not Mexican.
Well, I mean, but so what? He adopted the accent. It's no different than Larry the Cable Guy, who has no accent.
Yeah, but the difference between Carlos Mencia and Larry the Cable Guy is Larry the Cable Guy. His real name is Dan Whitney.
Yeah, and he's admitted it's an act.
Yeah, he was when he started doing that is when he used to call into radio stations and just act like a fucking country hick, and then he would go out and do his regular stuff, and then Larry the Cable Guy became his persona.
Got it.
And he can't walk away from that.
Yeah, no, he can't.
Not now. Yeah.
I mean, once he started doing 1,000-room shows
And Disney movies.
Yeah,
Get her done.
1,000-room, whatever.
Yeah.
The people 1,000 people, at these clubs and whatever else, you can't go back. You have to continue doing that.
He's like John Boy from the Waltons. You're just stuck.
Yeah.
pretty much.
You're just it now.
Yeah, Carlos Mencia is pretty much. He tried to
Ned.
be the new George Lopez.
So, Ned Holness.
Ned.
Fuck you.
Ned.
Fuck you, Ned.
Ned Mencia. Well, at least he had the last name
No,
Mencia.
his name is not Ned Mencia. It's Ned Holness.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That
go
sounds like a
up,
porn
because
name.
Originally, it said up there. It said
Ned
something.
Holness.
That's because that's Wikipedia, and that
Oh.
they can change it as they go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Ned Holness. Previously Ned Holness. He's not Ned Arnell Mencia.
Yeah, he probably changed it legally or some shit. Oh, he's got
Ned.
the same birthday as me. Fuck him.
Ned.
Ned.
Ned's
I
a
wanna share a
great
birthday
name.
with Carlos Mencia. Or with Ned.
With Ned Holdness.
Hey, Mike, what do you
Holness.
think of Carlos Mencia's act?
He got his name from a comedy club because it sounded more Mexican.
Well, you think?
Here you go, Joe.
Fantastic.
I was paying fucking attention.
I'm content.
All right, so there we go.
Okay.
All right, let's...
We argued our way through
yes. Through our fetishes and racism.
schoolgirl fetishes and racism.
And pedophilia.
and Joe's stuck on pedophilia and dick sizes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I hear you say the Asians one more time that way?
Asians.
There you go. Okay.
They were Asians.
What is that from?
We're going to find out.
We are going to.
Evidently.
Not that way.
No.
You're going to have to add a couple extra A's onto that or something.
White stuff people say.
Movie quote.
What do you remember what it was from?
It was a movie that. Cable Guy?
Is it the Menendez trial?
No, I don't know what that is, but
That's the
horrible.
Menendez trial. My
Carlos
dad.
Menendez?
Carlos Menendez.
Oh, maybe it was from A Few Good Men. You can't handle the Asians. Just gonna try that.
They were Asians. I may be getting it wrong. It may not be they were Asians. It was the Asians.
Oh my God, we're gonna spend forever on this. No.
I'll find it.
Okay, you're gonna have to find it. There you go. Indians are technically Asian. See, excellent. Technically.
Not technically, they are. There's no
Yeah, I
technicality
mean,
about it.
their
fucking
country's
Asian
in
country.
fucking Asia, so that makes them Asian.
Well, yeah, but I mean, nobody just defaults Germans to Europeans. They're Germans,
They're still Europeans.
even though they're overarching Europeans.
That's
They're
because of
Germans.
Nazism. So the first
So what is French?
fucking cowards.
So, but not the Germans are Germans because of Nazism.
Sexy chain smoking cowards.
The
But
Germans.
But why are the French the
the,
French?
the Germans are Germans because of Nazism.
What about
but
the
the
English?
French are just fucking cowards.
What about the English?
It's
And the Italians.
a stigma. It's a stigma. Fucking spaghetti sauce.
Please stop. Stop while you're
Spaghetti
ahead. Stop.
Bibbidi boppity
The home of the
Stop
pizza. The bibbidi bobbidi. The bibbidi bobo. Yeah, the bibbidi bobbidi. Bobbidi bibbidi. The bibbidi baba.
What are you guys saying?
Racism's funny.
Shabba-da-boo-ba-da-ba-da. You got to do it with your hands, though. Shabba-da-boo-ba-da-ba-da.
What was it? There was
Can
another.
you imagine if you talk like that in Italy and then they started arguing with you?
They probably would.
And then like all you're saying is like go fuck yourself, like, but really, really fast.
All you're
Shabba-da-boo-ba-da-ba-da.
What you're probably saying is your shoes are untied.
Shabba-da-boo-ba-da. Shabba-da-boo-ba-da-ba. And all it just means is like your mother is a fucking whore. Just like, great. You're talking to the Pope.
There was another one. There was another Family Guy one. It was they were doing something, and I can't remember which kind of thing. I think it was like those Asian Americans are having a Mexican standoff type of thing. That was funny also.
Do you remember the Italian gibberish song that was on Fargo, where it's made to sound like it's in English, but it's it's just straight up gibberish, like the Italian interpretation of it.
I am not
Family Guy.
No, it was on Fargo.
No,
it was. Yeah,
I know it was just.
We keep coming up with crazy rich Asians, which evidently they are very wealthy as well. But
I can't remember.
Asians are an industrious people.
I can't text Mark anymore, so.
I know. What was that on?
Yeah, the name of the song is the Presencolenensinen Kusol.
Yeah, that sounds bad. All right, what's our next?
It's actually a cool
what's our
fucking
next
song.
shtick? I'm tired of watching you Google.
Yeah, he's a Googler.
Boy, I've always wanted to come in here, and now that I got a mustache, the timing feels
Mustache
right.
fart.
Wow,
Mustache.
this stuff looks pretty good. Can we get some salami and... Brian, let me handle this. Scusi, babidi-boopy? Che cosa? Peter, what are you doing? Speaking Italian. Babidi-boopy? Babidi-boopity-babidi-babidi. Peter, you can't speak Italian just because you have a mustache. Boopity-baba. Boop-a-beep-a-boop-a-baba-beep-a-baba. Tu sei un pazzo, va via da qui. Sono stanco di te, ti do un pugno nella testa. Giro con questa carne.
That's exactly.
There we go.
There we go. You feel better. All right, what's our next shtick?
Isn't it poor decisions?
It is. All right.
Poor
so,
decisions.
I took the time to write this review on a napkin with a ballpoint pen. Right here. Looking
Fucking
for it on a
professional.
napkin.
God damn.
I keep forgetting my fucking notebook.
If only you had this thing in your phone that you could write down.
I know, but
notes
I
in.
like to write it out on my notebook. So I take this and I'll end up sticking in the notebook. And next time I come here, I'm going to have a notebook with a bunch of fucking napkins fall out of it. It's just the way it's going to be. So I frequented it. Now, I should preface that I stocked up on wines, and they had a wine sale at Grocery Outlet. So not only was I getting discount wines, but I was getting them at 20% off. Ooh. But when you're buying wines that are like $3 a bottle, you don't really get that deep of a discount. Like
People that shop at Grocery Outlet.
Totally. That's how it feels.
People that shop at Walmart.
Only go there. Only go to Grocery Outlet to buy discount wine. Fucker.
And
Oh, sorry. That was a mistake.
And to buy 3-pound bags of potato chips.
they have 3-pound bags of potatoes.
Oh yeah, they have these fucking huge, massive ones there. I used to buy that all the
I'm gonna
time.
have to go look.
I
didn't
wonder
see
why I
those.
used to have so much extra weight on me.
I did buy other things besides wine when I went there. Like I just cruised the aisles because I hadn't been in there in a while,
And you were lonely.
and I didn't want to.
I went to Grocery Outlet to buy a T-shirt,
Some sweatpants.
Some pajama pants,
pajama pants, Crocs,
Crocs,
and
grocery outlet Crocs,
And double mint gum.
oh,
and
and a rabbit fur shawl.
fucking vegetables.
See, it's funny because that's
See,
a reference to
I don't-
earlier in the
I
show.
don't want to buy like vegetables and stuff there. Like I'm always afraid, like that they're like the shit that's about to go bad at the
Yeah,
other
that's
stores.
So where'd you get your vegetables? Grocery Outlet.
But some people buy stuff there. They're like, "Oh, this stuff is great," and I'm like, "Really?" Because every time I look at it, it looks like fucking shit. And I really don't trust their fresh meats.
What about the whammy
I'm gonna
sound?
be pretty honest about the fact
You're
that
right
I don't
on
trust the
them,
meats. So I've got this bottle of wine while he looks this up. Oh, here we go. I don't want the whole thing. Are we gonna have to hear the whole thing? Oh my god, there's a whole commercial.
God damn, Batman's ears are getting fucking longer. Starting to look like fucking Rabbit Man.
I don't want to hear the whole pressure luck thing. I just want the whammy sound.
I know, that's fucking bullshit.
So I've got this. I'm finding that it's harder and harder to get the $2.99s. I don't know if I have a theory that they upped their prices for the wine sale.
Oh, they've been
If that
listening to the
makes
show.
sense.
That's not even it.
No, that's fucking bull. That must be the new show.
That's bullshit.
This is bullshit.
That's
double
wacky.
whammy. Extended loop of whammies. Play that. Are they together?
Yeah.
It's a combo.
Perfect.
That's weird.
Perfect. So I found that there were a couple of bottles of $2.99, but they were again Chardonnays. And since I've already reviewed one of those from there, I just wanted to
Was there a bunch of debris
Branch out?
floating at the bottom of them?
possibly.
Ready?
Yeah. What is that from? Family Feud?
Yes.
Okay. So I found
Why does it go on for that much longer after the fucking buzzer?
less. I'm trying to do this, you guys. You're still talking about the fucking buzzers. Shut up.
Okay.
I'll buzz you. The buzzer fails. So there seemed like there was far less again. So I found a few $3.99 wines, and I had to pick a couple. So I tried to clean a few of those out so that I could prep for the next few shows. So I had some to try. But tonight I tried this one that's it's $3.99, and it has a picture of a dog on it, and it's not even a cute dog. I think that they had other kinds of dogs.
You know what would be even greater is if
What?
they had a picture of a dog, just a silhouette of a dog shitting.
The dog's name is
Oh.
Kara or Cora. I can't tell. if
That
that's
would be a great idea.
We proudly support no-kill shelters.
Well, and that's so
And
I
I
saw that
agree
I
with
was
that.
like,
That's
why
fine.
the fuck is there a picture of a dog on this? And it's called Chateaux le Paws.
Pause, like P-A-W-S.
P-A-W-S.
That's on my level.
Le Paws, Merlot. Yeah. So it does. It says they support
We're gonna get fucking gonged, dude, if you keep playing
No-
that shit too much.
no kill shelters is what they support.
Now
So
you
I
gotta
guess
do the gong. You
I
gotta do
don't
the
know
gong.
what out of my $3 is going towards the no kill shelters, but I'm
Remember the
guessing
gong show?
something. So this is a Merlot, and it is. Do they have a year on it? I don't even know if they have a year on it. They don't even fucking have a year on it. That's.
Yeah, I don't
no
need Boss
year on
Hog
this.
to have a fucking heart attack in front of the gong.
We don't have a year on this, so I don't even know what year this is, but it's supposed to be a Merlot. I'm also not a fan of the Merlots. I know I said that about Chardonnays, not a big Merlot fan either. So I was like, all right, well, this will be interesting. So I brought home this $3.99 wine, and I broke it open this evening before we started recording, and decided to try some of it.
Give
I can
your
just tell you-
dogs hugs and treats, but please don't feed them any wine. Oh, wait, there's an exclamation point at the end. Don't feed them any wine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, I won't feed it to the
Fucking
wine.
relax.
So I guess they were afraid that we'd think it was wine for dogs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Flavors
that's
of
weird.
plum.
So I smell this wine, and I guess my face said a lot because I didn't like the way that it smelled, and I was nervous anyways because I'm not big on Merlot. So I'm like, this is going to be
I'm not
strange.
drinking any fucking Merlot.
So I took a sip of it, and it lacked a lot. First of all, I can say it didn't taste like any Merlot I've ever had.
So you
maybe
would
a
say
really
that it's-
really shitty Pinot Noir, maybe. But it didn't have any of that full bodiness. There was no dryness to it. It was just eh. And so my question is did they filter it by running it over the back of a dog and then bottled it? I'm not really sure what happened with that. But it's just not good at all.
So you would say that this wine is literally for the dogs.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So, yeah, this wine is fucking shitty. I feel bad. I wanted to like
It's
it.
awful.
I wanted to like it because it's oh, hey, it's got a dog on it. It helps not kill dogs. But I think this stuff kills dogs. I think you can put
It
your
kills-
mouth on it, Joe. I'm not going to drink any more of
It
it.
kills dogs.
I think it kills dogs.
Yeah, this is shit I would not want to fucking drink.
So I had some in my cup that I didn't want to finish.
Ugh,
and
is that
I
a
had
monk's ass?
I had a orange Red Bull here, so I was like, "Hey," because I make you Is it just back-to-back ones?
Yes.
Oh my god!
Interesting.
No, you suck. You're a loser.
Wait for the Mario. Oh,
So because I can take pretty shitty wines or have in the past and make wine coolers out of them, I poured some of this orange Red Bull in it and figured that helped. No, it did not. It was like rotten prune juice or something. It was disgusting. So nothing helped this wine. Do not buy the Chateaux le Paws. This is truly one of
That
those.
sucks. I mean, because look at. I mean, it's a good thing.
I know. It seems like I wanted to like this one.
You know, I mean, they're all for animal support and shit.
You may have to try something else of theirs.
They have. Well, maybe I'll give them another shot just because.
Yeah,
of that.
try ChateauLePaws.com.
I did actually. I looked it up. They have a whole website.
The Chateaux le Paws merlot.
Seems like they have many different kinds of wine. Yeah, right. But their retail is $14 a bottle, and I paid 20% off $3.99. So
Well, there you go. I thank God you did that, huh?
right, because if I would have paid $14 for that bottle, I would have
If
been
it's
really,
a fucking
really
bottle of wine that you don't even want to finish, it's got to be shitty.
Okay, so there's a great point right there. And to be fair, there was a $2.99 bottle of a
Chateau
rosé that was there that I wanted to try, but it was a Behringer one, and that's kind of like a very common shitty label. So I was like, I didn't want to do that. I was trying to branch out here.
So next time, try Casa de Tail
Is that
instead.
instead of
Well,
Chateau
instead
le
of
Paws.
yeah.
Is that the Spanish wine?
Well, maybe it's a step up. You know what I mean?
It's a Spanish wine instead.
Yeah.
So yeah, on their website they do have many other kinds of wines. So I don't know if maybe this was like it ended up at Grocery Outlet because it was like a bunk case. If it got stuck out in the warehouse without any heating
and
or
people
cooling.
hate dogs.
But I would really think that it would taste more like an actual Merlot and not a lighter red. So I would say this one was definitely a poor decision, and you should be very thankful that I drank
Tastes
this
like
one
they
and you didn't have
fucking
to.
tastes like they poured it over a dog and then let it drip in the bottle.
I just said that. They said they filtered it over a dog's back.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I'm not drinking the rest of this. So if that's how shitty you can tell it is, I'm not drinking the rest of that bottle.
Damn, that's a thumbs down.
That is a big thumbs down.
That's
Wah,
sad.
wah, wah.
So yeah, Chateau Le Paws, you need to step your fucking game up.
Yeah, or
put a little
whatever
more-
happened there.
Put a little more effort in
So
your
guys,
wine.
don't waste your $3 on that. That's what I got. I took one for the team on that.
God, that's,
Sure did.
I think that sip, just that one little sip I took from it, gave me a fucking headache.
I don't think it was that.
Well, we're gonna go with that just to support your statement.
Fair enough.
Oh, now it's time, baby.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
think we
time.
are. Are you ready? Though?
Are
That's
you
the
ready
question.
this time, Mike?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I want to see what's going on in your can.
Do we need to do a recap?
No.
I actually thought about this the other day. I'm like, I wonder if
What?
they're ever going to end
About
up
taking
doing
a
it.
shower in the south?
No, I would never do that. Communal shower? No,
You don't like fungus?
I don't use campground restroom
First three
showers.
letters are fun, dude.
Nope,
Come on.
nope, nope. I drank the Le Paws. I don't think I should have to do anything else. Quality time with this porn music.
Wait, we haven't gotten pulled for the porn music yet, so that's okay.
Hey, bring it, man. Bring
Yet.
it. Bring your game.
Yet.
Yet.
When we last left, Wilma was kissing and smiling, whispering in Beth's ear while outside. Lonnie and his friends were wild with lust and frustration. They were agitated, elbowing each other aside in order to see, their lust making them reckless and aggressive. Only Lonnie was quiet, standing away from the windows and staring off with tight, narrowed eyes. Can you have tight, narrowed eyes? Can you have tight eyes?
If you're East
If
Asian.
you're Asian.
Ba-da-da-bum-bum.
Asian.
See, I said East Asian, you racist fuck.
Porno womp womp.
You're killing the mood.
His face flat and looking much older and cruel than his 16 years. Lonnie Lamont made up his... Lamont!
Lemon.
That's what I should have said. Lonnie Lamont.
Lamont.
Get it in, Lamont. Had made up his mind he was going to fuck that girl.
Damn.
Maybe even Judd Gann's wife, Wilma, and Fred. Maybe the two of them at the same time, or that girl in there with the beautiful books and elegant face would come down a peg or two or find herself in jail on a morals rap.
Morals rap.
Yeah, you know, like moral turpitude kind of thing.
Morals rap. Is that like the Christian rap music?
Yes.
Okay.
God is
I'm in love with the
good,
Lord,
God is
motherfucker.
good. Da-da-da. The boys were fighting under the window, scuffling in the dirt and whispering fierce threats at one another.
And then a finger went in the butt. And now we're in the next chapter.
Lonnie came out of his dream state and walked over to them, hitting them at random and pushing the younger ones away.
Smell my finger.
And stood with his back to the window, his fists ready, glaring at his friends. They stepped back automatically. Lonnie was the leader, and he ruled by force and threats. Being a sheriff's son was reason enough to be paid attention to.
Did you say sheriffs?
Sheriff's son. Sheriff.
That's funny.
But Lonnie had something more. A drive, an energy, a reckless...
Class, our final... The test will be comprised 20% written, 30% and 50%...
Professor,
Yes, dear.
Yes,
will there
dear.
be an extra credit?
This song still fucking rocks.
Oh, yeah.
You can never get tired of this.
That should have been on Luke Cage.
I want to find it. Break the card.
I think Luke Cage would have been a lot better of a show if this fucking music was on it.
And the horn section is fantastic.
I just picture like on Arsenio Hall show or something, just a whole fucking orchestra of horns.
They all do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I picture
In a
actually
square?
like some really shitty 70s movie with like a pimp walking down the road.
Cleopatra Jones.
Yeah. Yes.
Black Dynamite.
Dolomite.
With goldfish in
Dolomite.
their fucking boot heels. You ever
Yes.
seen that in I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
Yes, I have.
It's fucking hilarious. Greatest pimp outfit ever. Except what Kramer wore.
An energy, a recklessness that was suicidal to overlook. With a smile that was almost a sneer.
Ooh.
He turned his back on his friends and resumed peeking through the window. Beth collapsed, a loose smile on her lips, her eyes closed. He likes using tight and loose and different
Tight
body
and
parts.
loose.
Wouldn't you?
You like that? Wilma whispered. She couldn't help it, but she was drifting off to sleep. I like you. I can do more things, but I won't unless you want me to. Wilma's voice and intonation was smutty and excited.
Did you intonate that?
How do you smut? After bringing Beth to her orgasm, she was more aroused than ever. She lay on top of Beth, her hips still pumping and grinding slowly and obscenely. I'll do it if you want me to. I'd love to do it. The lewd excitement reached the portion of Beth's brain that was still conscious. Oh, yes, she sighed. Do things to me.
Do things to me. Just
I might actually be
things.
turned off by lesbian sex.
Do things to me.
Just things.
Do them things.
Do stuff.
I'm going to put
Do-
a funny hat on you.
Do all the things. Wilma gloated, and she found her sensuousness increased. She was so hot she had to have relief. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Okay.
She began kissing Beth's face and body again, slowly sliding down her trembling nakedness.
I just licked the microphone.
I thought I was going to have to hear Ron Jeremy again.
Oh, yeah.
Licking at her neck and shoulders and all around her breasts as a young drug schoolgirl teacher lay still. By the way, if you listen to the soundtrack that we have, this song is very reminiscent of a Black Sabbath song, while the other song that we just listened to is very reminiscent of 10cc, Play That Funky Music, White Boy,
Oh, okay, yeah.
or Stevie Wonder,
True.
or Led Zeppelin on this one. And then or Cream. And then all around her breasts as a young drugged schoolteacher lay still, breathing deeply. Wilma crouched on her knees, her legs wide spread so that Lonnie could see her pulsating cuntle mouth.
What?
Cuntle.
Cuntle.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Swollen with desire and slightly open. Talking.
Talking.
Hey,
Hi there, Lonnie.
how are you doing today?
God.
It was a bright, glistening slit dividing her pubic hair.
Okay.
Wilma didn't have a bad figure at all. He was determined to get her, too. But the girl lying on the bed was first. She's first in my book.
Oh, this is rapey.
Lonnie watched as Wilma crouched over the girl, her hips pumping obscenely.
Like a
Wait a
humping
second.
dog in the air.
Didn't she slowly slid down her body, licking at her neck and shoulders.
Right. Okay, now do you see why I struggle reading this sometimes?
Lonnie watched as Wilma crouched over the girl, her hips pumping obscenely as if she were impaled on an invisible cock, and was riding it up and down. One of her hands cupped the girl's breast and squeezed it, her fingers pinching the nipple as her teeth nibbled at it. She pursed her lips and sucked hard on the nipple.
The girl on the blank page.
Don't you hate it when the girl on the blank page does stuff? So I just imagine because she wouldn't have anything and she was already crouched down and her
Cuntal?
her cuntal mouth was exposed. So is she just like kind of humping the air like a dog, just walking around, just humping
Just
the air,
air humping.
air humping things.
I love it when dogs do that. They're so goddamn funny. Just like they get so excited, they just start humping the air.
Just like they're grooving, like they're dancing.
I think it's hilarious after my dog takes a shit and then it just starts fucking scooting its ass across the floor.
Does your dog shit on the floor?
Well, yeah, in our apartment. There's a pad in the bathroom. She goes on that.
The girl on the bed moaned. Her eyes were closed, and yet her body moved in lewd response. She bent her knees slightly, and Lonnie saw her cuntal spread, with its fluted, hair-fringed edges seeming to swell again. Fluted, hair-fringed edges?
Oh, it's like a champagne flute, or like a flute.
Flute.
Play my flute. They bit me in my eye.
Wilma attacked the other breast with a greedy kind of recklessness, getting rougher as both her hands hungrily massaged the firm, whitely quivering mounds. Then she abandoned the breast and slid lower, kissing and licking at the girl's smooth, alabaster stomach until she came to her softly puckered little navel. There she let her tongue bone in. I said bone.
Yeah.
Bore in. While the girl again moaned, flinging her arms out to the side and clawing desperately at the sheet, while her hips began to a slow, lewd, rotating and undulating up and down. God damn, this fucking book sucks.
God, it's terrible.
Wilma Gans was shifting around, still on her knees as her mouth licked and sucked rawr.
Rawr?
Rawr.
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 Rawr. Rawr. Okay.
Okay.
That makes no sense.
Why did you say more raw?
As Lonnie Lamont watched, eyes bulging wide, he saw the older woman's greedy mouth biting teasingly at the girl's softly curling pubic hair. Too many adjectives.
So many
The
adjectives.
girl, eyes still closed, spread her legs even wider, and Lonnie took in the obscene sight. Wilma licking, her fevered eyes looking down at the girl's cuntal. I'm going to use cuntal for
Just
everything
for
now.
everything now.
Which was
You're
splayed
being
wide
very
apart
cuntal right now.
and glittering with glittering with lubricated aunts, and was pulsating and writhing as the girl pumped her hips in lewd abandon. Are you going to go to the bathroom, Joe? Below her cunt, he could see the two tightly clenched cheeks of her buttocks crushed down hard into the
I'm getting
mattress.
so excited my ears started sweating.
Her legs were spread so wide, the thick cords of her tendons stood out on the insides of her thighs. Almost as if by order, but much more out of lewd instinct. Beth bent her knees and spread her legs further, and Momo reached down, and with the tips of her fingers, she spread the swollen lips of her cuntal even wider, and saw her cuntal and the membranous wall stick with excitement, and her tiny clitoris throbbing and extended, waiting to be caressed.
God, just get it over with.
There's so much
Too many adjectives.
so much tight, narrowed Asianness to this.
Tight, narrow Asianness to this.
Asians.
They were Asians.
I like how it's unreleased porno music.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well, we could do this too. I don't know what that is, but we could do that.
What is it doing?
I don't know. You're going all over the
You've
place.
been commercialized.
You're going all over the place.
What happened to...
I don't know. You have to look it up again.
Fuck.
You've
I want it right here.
You want new music, don't you?
You're close. There you go.
There we go. I just had to stop it. Okay. That'll do it for today. Finally,
Oh,
our drink of the day. What is our drink of the day, Joe?
it is the. This is befitting. The Japanese Mule.
Okay.
That's East Asian, by the way.
Correct. I'm kind of on on a ginger beer kick.
You're on a fetish
Oh,
kick.
Ginger beer is really fucking good if you've had
Is
it.
it?
Are you
Yeah.
having a ginger beer fetish?
I have a ginger beer fetish right now.
Well, he has a ginger pube fetish. I know that.
Yes, I do. I have a ginger fetish.
He's not ashamed of that. Me neither.
Why the
I've
fuck
never
would I
seen
be
a
ashamed
ginger
of it?
Asian
Should I look him up?
If she's,
after the drink.
Yeah.
if she's half Scottish.
An angry Scottish Asian.
Ooh, my kabuki.
That's Japanese, but that's funny. Yeah. It was still funny. Ooh, my kabuki. What is our drink of the day?
Yeah, it's the Japanese Mule.
And
So you're going to fill a copper mug or
You
a
don't-
highball glass.
you don't need to fill a copper mug.
Well, yes, or a highball glass with 3/4 full of ice.
Okay.
Squeeze a lime, an orange wedge over ice, and then drop the remainder of fruit on the top. Add some infused or pure sake, and then stir. Top it with ginger beer and add mint sprig for garnish. Fuck garnish, just drink the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Garnish. Listen, people put
Fucking
fucking
garnish.
olives in my drink. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
If you put little mini onions in the motherfucker, we're gonna have a fight.
Exactly. Or
Son of a-
olives.
Who the fuck puts onions in a goddamn drink?
Who puts fruit in a drink?
Oh, this
Who puts goddamn vegetables in a drink?
it's because you it's for people that want to feel like, oh, I'm being healthy.
Hey, I'm gonna have a vodka gimlet.
I'm gonna eat the celery.
People eat put a bunch of shit in fucking Bloody Marys,
Fuck them.
like fucking pickled beans.
I'm
and
staying
pickled herring.
hydrated.
bullshit.
Ugh, like pickled eggs.
Yeah.
Would you drink a
I don't-
pickled egg fucking
Why don't you-
Bloody Mary?
Why don't you throw an anchovy in there to
I
salt it up?
actually literally eat nothing that's put in a Bloody Mary except a piece of celery, maybe.
Well, that's the standard, isn't it?
Yeah,
By
actually,
the way, I have a new theory about Mark.
and mostly I use that to stir. I don't actually eat the celery, but the rest of the shit I just throw that crap right out. Not interested in any of it.
Huh.
I do like lime,
Sardines.
so-
It was the sardines.
Sardines did not kill our brother.
Yes, it did.
No.
It's-
Many people eat lots of sardines that do not die of liver cirrhosis. No,
I beg to differ.
it's not the sardines.
I haven't had sardines in decades, man. It's been a long ass time. I don't think
I
miss them.
like them, but they're so goddamn salty. It's crazy.
I know I definitely didn't want them. I didn't like them in tomato sauce. Fucking hate them in tomato sauce.
Who puts them in tomatoes?
They have some that are packed in that shit. I like it was just when it was in oil.
Who puts sardines in tomato sauce?
I've seen it. Some companies do. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying it's there. It exists.
They're wrong.
Oh, they're
so-
they're very wrong. But
Fuck them.
well, there's people that put that shit on pizza or anchovies on pizza. So anchovies are pretty much miniature anchovies or miniature sardines. You got to reset this every time you do it because otherwise you're just going to keep starting it when it's at the end of it.
Hey, companies that put sardines in tomato sauce.
You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck.
We need a sound bar.
You
Yeah.
suck. You suck.
Fantastic.
Am I clear enough on that?
I think that's clear.
I
Okay.
want to know how it ever became an option to put sardines or anchovies on a pizza. How was
That's what I meant.
what sick son of a bitch ever fucking thought of doing that? I don't look. Fuck you if you got a problem with pineapple on a pizza. Sardines or anchovies are the worst thing. That it shouldn't even
Anchovies are fucking good.
Well, they could be good, but why the fuck would they be on a pizza? That just doesn't make sense.
You're
to
not
me.
supposed to put them on a pizza. You put them on as a garnish or
Yeah.
as an extra topping.
I think
so
I've
you
seen
put them on yourself.
I think I've seen it one time.
Get them
and
on the side.
It was repulsive.
So, have you ever tried it with on a pizza?
Just the stank that came from it. I couldn't.
Have you ever
no,
tried it
no,
on a pizza?
No. I would try it now. Well, I don't eat carbs like that anymore. But if I was going to, I would try it because I'm open to trying things now, like a finger in the butt.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
All right. So are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? This is your fucking show. You should
You guys were debating on the you suck thing. I was tired of hearing you suck. So I was texting my
So-
son about why he's going to fail English.
So tell him he sucks.
I can.
You suck.
There you go.
You
Damn it!
God damn it.
I meant to do it
See,
just
we
once.
need a sound bar, man.
Yeah, Lord. You suck.
You suck.
All right, I'm done
Are you done? Are you done? Are you
for
done?
this.
Jesus, just get on with it.
Get on with it.
Cocktails out.
You
I did mean not. That was. Stop it.
You're going to do one less. Get on it.
get
Yes, get on with it.
I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
Terry Gilliam did all the fucking animated scenes. I just finished watching the entire run of Monty Python.